I was basically in a relationship since I got into a relationship in college, my senior year of college, and I was in that relationship up until last June, so about 11 years. And the short of it is that I was supposed to get married, and there's a lot of things that happened, over the past few years that were um, kind of red flags or things that I ignored or that we ignored leading up to the actual wedding. And like we were got into like couples therapy for a while and started to work through things, and then there was I call it like the catalyst that kind of opened up everything that happened in about April, May of last year, and basically kind of in a very short period of time, went from sending out the save the dates to canceling everything and, completely just leaving my life in San Diego behind. So that was just a huge transition in a very short period of time. It was the first time that and I've talked about this a little bit on the podcast, the first time like I ever experienced any type of true grief, and just like the biggest kind of life event that I've had. And so this was, you know, and they say if you've been with someone for so long, like they become a part of you, right? And so it was basically like losing a part of me in a very short period of time. But also for me, when something happens, I am the type of person to like dive into, okay, how can I become the most educated on this thing as possible so that I can learn from it and do it the right way, so to speak. So during that time, I basically dove into kind of all of the grief and breakup and heartbreak and all of the kind of materials that I could get my hands on, and started to learn as much as I could from that. And it was very helpful because there was, pieces of it. The main piece was that always kind of stuck with me throughout that time and up to this time too, is just, trying to not bury down the feelings, right? And feel the feelings and like let them move through you. And that really, is so difficult, right? A lot of us want to, numb things, and whenever you feel some type of way, whether it's sad or angry, or stressed or whatever, our first instinct is to not feel that, right? Is to do what we can to cover that up, whether it's turning to food or alcohol or some type of substance, or, doing something like going to the gym for 3 hours and pushing yourself as hard as possible to like not feel the thing.
Yeah.
Right. And so that was something that I really and am still working on, but being able to kind of take a step back and actually ask myself like what I need during the time that I'm feeling something hard or emotional.